girl, my dad took me and my sisters out to the tennis court and taught us how to play tennis. He spent hours and hours throwing balls over the net so we could learn everything from forehands to serves. However, we also didn't just play tennis on a court. We also loved to watch tennis on TV. Wimbledon, the Australian Open, Grand Slam, any kind of tournaments we could. And as I got older, I realized that I really had one person that I really liked to watch, and her name was Serena Williams. I don't know if it was because she also had a sister, or maybe it was because I watched her persevere through many obstacles. I'm not sure, but as I grew older, I noticed that she was an inspiration to me, and I think she would be an inspiration for more people than just me. So I found that Serena Williams is an inspiration in 3 major ways. So 1, Serena Williams has worked very hard. Second, Serena Williams has overcome injuries and adversity. And third, Serena Williams is much more than a champion tennis player. So when people hear about getting to play their favorite sport for a job, they think it sounds great. And then they hear about all of the work that they have to put in. And Serena Williams has done this all of her life. So my first main point is that Serena Williams has worked very hard. In a 2015 article in Time magazine that I found on the USD database of Academic Search Premier, Serena Williams started playing tennis when she was only 3 years old. And like me, her father taught her how to play tennis too. Except she now spends 3 hours a day on the tennis court. And because of all of her hard work every day, she was named in 2015 the #1 tennis player in the world. Also, in a 2014 article by Caroline Wozniacki, who is also a champion tennis player, in Sports Illustrated, Serena Williams has been on the tennis tour for about 18 years. Over those 18 years, she wins about 3.6 titles every year. That puts her at winning about 64 champion titles. And this is not just from sheer talent. It takes hard work and dedication. But playing tennis is a lot easier when you're in full health and you're doing great. It's the hard part when you have injuries, or maybe people don't think that you should win because you're of a certain race. Serena Williams is an inspiration, secondly, because she has overcome injuries and adversity. In a 2015 article by S.I. Price in Sports Illustrated, Serena Williams has done many tournaments while injured or ill. One year at the French Open semifinal, she had 101-degree fever, and she had congestion, and she couldn't even take medication because she was worried about failing the drug test. The day of the tournament, she decided to play, however, and she ended up winning 6 games to 2 games. Now, most people probably would have just forfeited or said that they weren't going to play that day, but not Serena Williams. She wasn't going to let her health get in the way of her career. The same article from Sports Illustrated says that she's overcome adversity and racial discrimination. One year she played a tournament in Indian Wells in California. When she walked onto the court, they booed and they even yelled slanderous names at her. However, she decided to go back there a couple years later and hold her head high and show them that they did not hurt her. She ended up winning that tournament, and it was a great accomplishment for not only her, but also for the entire tennis community. Serena Williams has overcome extreme injuries and adversity, and that's the second reason why I'm honoring her today. However, overcoming all those slanderous names and being able to go back to that tournament takes more than just tennis. It also takes extreme will. So the third main reason that she's an inspiration is that she is more than just a champion tennis player. In a 2015 Sports Illustrated article by S.I. Price, she once visited Africa and she saw all of the inequality going on there. After that, she decided that she wanted to do something about it. So she funded 2 schools in Kenya specifically for girls, because she found that those girls in Kenya drop out by the age of 14 to get married. She made a condition that 40% had to be females, and now over 54% of females go to that school. Williams saw something that she wanted to fix, and she made a difference. Also, in an article from Sports Illustrated in 2014 by Caroline Wozniacki, who was the #8 tennis player at the time, says that Serena Williams is an inspiration on and off the court. She followed her dream when she loved fashion, and she created a clothing line, and she even designs her own products. People can be inspired by her drive not only to do well on the tennis court, but also to follow her dreams and make them a reality. Also, her charity, Serena Williams Foundation, funds those 2 schools in Kenya that I previously stated, and it also gives scholarships to the U.S. and helps out disaster victims like from tornadoes or hurricanes. So Serena is not only good at tennis, but she's also much more than that. Every time there's an article or she's on TV, I love to learn about Serena Williams. And I know that I am not the only person that loves to see her dominate on the tennis court or do something good for the people that she thinks need it. Not only does Serena Williams able to keep her tennis career going, but she also works hard towards her goals and keeps her values in mind through the entire thing. So today we are going to honor Serena Williams in 3 main ways, like I said. First, Serena Williams has worked very hard to get to where she is today. Second, she has overcome extreme injuries and adversity. And third, Serena Williams is much more than a champion tennis player. I hope that you can all be inspired by Serena Williams just like I was. Thank you.